Hello and welcome to Rose Plays Season 22, Episode 73. As always, I'm your host, Aurian MoonRose, and today we continue the Let's Play of Final Fantasy XVI on the Final Fantasy difficulty. So, last time we helped pretty much all three places out, including somewhat a little bit of Dalmekia.
It appears I have no choice but to do what little I can to defend what little we have. But I would not see any unnecessary blood spilt. We need a plan.
I'll agree with that. Although we still have to solve Dalmekia's problem. So that's kind of where we're at today. So hopefully we can finish Things Fall Apart.
Sid, both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted.
Somewhat.
With
wonderful.
Time, they may even learn to.
Nope.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
No, that's not good.
I take it your scouts found the bandits. Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalamil as we speak.
Well, that sucks.
All of them.
Are they?
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
Are they Akashic, or is it just the fact that they're trying to find a place away from the new Aether Flood?
I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert. In a move doubtless intended.
I'll take the desert. I don't know. I'd like to take the desert, but I don't know if they'll give it to me.
Jill and I will meet those from the desert.
Ha ha!
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together.
Awesome.
The stakes I concede are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put.
Unless they kill.
Their hands around each other's throats, but a moment ago.
Yeah, but when push comes to shove, hopefully people will unite to stop a bigger threat than
I
themselves.
thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can. And we will do the same.
Protect the north gate from Ben. Oh, is it just gonna be right out here? I thought we'd be a little further, like, I don't know, like right about here-ish, but okay.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
Oh God! You've made an enemy! And that was not the enemy you wanted to make, my dude. Yeah, that was the last enemy that they wanted to make was Shiva, or Shiva. Again, depending on how you actually pronounce it. Nice! Oh, I guess she is taking care of that one, huh? Alright. I mean, I'm gonna have to help her out, though, because it's the last enemy, and I'm not just gonna sit there. Oh, okay. Maybe Jill let him go. Oh. Come here, bandit. Oh, is that what you want to do to me? I didn't like that. And now you're all dead. But that wasn't all of them, was it? Oh! Somebody called the Sultan. Okay. That's fine. I'm not doing so good, am I? Okay, I really need this. Thank you for the stagger. I mean, it's not a whole lot, but I was about to die, so beggars can't really be choosers at this point. Oh, I should kill everybody but the Sultan. Then we just gotta survive. I think this is the final group anyway. So, oh yeah, it's over. Even if he gets up from this, which it doesn't look like he is, I would have just been more careful, since he kept getting lucky with all his attacks. 328 bad. We're still not gaining experience worth a crap, but again, it is what it is.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
Well, we can find out.
Fighting. What do you think?
If they need help, we'll help them.
Hurry.
Well, looks like there wasn't any fighting because they must have stopped it or they're fighting amongst themselves. Both seem probable right now.
Natalie.
Okay.
I owe you an apology.
It's they're celebrating.
Aurian would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
Actually, you all... Yep.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I would agree with that.
Your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either.
Nope.
Pity.
The plan worked, Sid.
Woohoo!
Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Come now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act. I'll take that as a compliment.
It's the truth, though. It's really, really the truth. It's not easy being high-leveled.
Our friends seem to have things under control.
Return to Hideaway and speak with Otto.
Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
So, where did you learn?
All right. All right, so we got a letter and we got the patron, which means we must have got enough points after this last quest. Only one way to find out. All right, well, a new missive has been delivered. Yeah, we know that's where we're going.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Dramatis Personae. The God and League have put aside their differences for the time being, allowing us to leave to sip our snake spit in relative leisure. For that, I would hazard we have your better half to thank. She put on quite a performance. As for yours, well, from one aspiring thespian to another, my eyes are just working on your delivery and your projection and those stiff limbs of yours and your continence and, well, everything else. We wouldn't want you to do the name Underhill a disservice now, would we, Lubor? Ouch, but not wrong.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Nope, sorry. that would be a no-go.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts?
Looks like we did. Newfound purpose. Since I can remember, I have served none but myself. Turned my back on the world for a handful of silks and a heavy purse. But where has that left me? It is hard to keep joy in one's heart when all those around you are without. Something must change, and that change must start with me, a lonely porter. Item 16 will be discarded, sure.
Yours.
Probably the no risk, no, whatever. You'd think they would change it into gold or something, but eh. Alright, let's start.
I was wondering when you turn up. Had ours from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Because
Luck, I suppose.
I've got that luck.
Any word on the rest of the realm?
And timing.
See. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals.
Nothing we can do about that.
Still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point.
Right. We knew that they were going to be going stir crazy with the lack of a crystal.
Talia says your brother's awake.
Woohoo! Let's see if that's actually the case, though. Oh, we're just gonna go. Okay. I was just going to check the menu first to see if any side quests or something popped up, but I guess nope.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet.
Yeah.
When Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend.
And it drove him mad.
Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Well, it did.
No wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Maybe he is.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
That wouldn't be the first one, would it?
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
A little bit more than you, obviously.
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs.
Yeah, it looks like I'm his body or something.
Even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
A body.
That is one of many answers that have eluded me.
Well, at least we're a little bit more ahead of the game. We know he wants him for his body, we just don't know what he wants to do in general.
All dominants carry within them the might of an icon.
I can carry in me one plus multiple half a powers.
Once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different.
Right.
Special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there.
Nope.
The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I mean, from what we know ourselves,
Several times.
yes.
If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. Is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
Yeah, and yet he's still been able to, like, pierce out to do things.
I feel my strength wane.
Because we've seen him a few times still already.
And the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
Yeah, I'm sure Clive doesn't want to lose his brother again. Well, what else was he supposed to do?
Take Clive, and I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
I think now's not the time.
Joshua.
Now's definitely not the time.
Clive, it's Gav.
Oh, God.
There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Oh! Wonderful. Great. So we gotta save Gav now.
Well, what's the short of it?
Tyre told you. The
I mean,
capital of the
enough.
3 cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities.
Wonderful.
The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
I mean,
Have to get them
that's
out
a
of there.
possible plus.
Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
We will not let Gav die.
What's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road.
Are you
through
Dora the
Tabor
Explorer?
should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
Yeah, we all know he doesn't like to listen.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Oh, I know you did.
I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, then.
We travel together.
Brothers reunited.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
I am his shield after all.
Brother.
I'll look after him.
Like I always have. A new quest? Oh, we're not doing much, are we? A new missive as well. Okay. Anything else? Party change of his... Yeah. No, we already knew that. Oh! Oh my. There's a few side quests and a hunt board again. I mean, as long as it's inside. Okay, so... I guess let's accomplish what we can without having to move. Starting with this thing. Right, because I know exactly what this one is this time. Ashen Gray. I like Joshua better that way, honestly. I'm not gonna lie.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into Tyre?
Okay. A humble request. Okay, not yet. That one definitely looks like it's outside of town, and we can do it. Trust me. Just not yet. We'll try to complete what's up here first. How about that?
Seems the hideaway is lost.
Because we'll complete what we can do in town. We'll go to the place, hopefully be able to come back. Because if not, well, it's going to be a...
Will there be thunder?
There will always be thunder.
Perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales. The ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished.
They learned about the weight of consequences then.
But when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Alright, allow me to help. On balance.
We'll jog their memories.
I think it just might.
Oh no. Poor kids.
Like to imagine that my pupils would
they're in trouble.
But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them. As always.
Alright. Oof. Speak with the children in the atrium. That's not a problem. I mean, I don't think it really matters how we do it, but okay. Travel to the Kozich Echoes. Things fall apart. I don't know if that's still supposed to or not. Well, some side quests never hurt. Hey, kids.
I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
You'll get us all striped. I'm telling you, I can fix them.
It looks like you tore the things apart. Why?
Sid! Out of your studies, I see. And what is that?
Uh-oh.
It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, it's not a set of scales because you guys took it apart.
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Middledore showed us.
Disassembled them, dismembered them.
Why would she have you dismembering her?
Sounds more dark.
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Middledore said.
I mean, that's adorable, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well, then your work is already half done. Carry on.
We don't know how to put it back together, though, Sid.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
Well,
you three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions.
Let me try to help you guys figure this out.
With fresh eyes, shall we?
All right, we can do another one.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Middledore's scales.
Yes.
Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces.
The body.
Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others?
I think Clive could have been a good teacher, honestly. Let's see. It's probably going to be the arms, and then the gear, and then the pants, probably.
This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
I mean, it sort of does when you're going this way.
Like a chocobo wing.
I mean, I suppose I like that analogy better than just arms. Yes.
Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, What do arms do?
I mean, I definitely will. I love chocobos.
So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Yes.
Good thinking.
Yeah, he could have been a teacher.
This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Miradole's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions.
Why does that not surprise me of her?
Round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
I'm gonna guess.
Fault.
Yep.
You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
You know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see?
I mean,
it's not so difficult.
It's sort of a smart move. But we still have one more piece, the pans.
These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers.
There you
These
go.
aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff.
I mean, same gist,
If
though.
I wanted to weigh goots, I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
I think you would break the whole darn thing.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Clive is good with kids. Wow.
Something must hold the chains up.
I wouldn't mind doing more side quests like these.
So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Okay.
Well, obviously, you need to start with the body.
Teacher Clive.
The pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo.
Darn straight.
The arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
It looks it.
Well, with Sid's help.
It's a start.
Oh, I just
Asking
put
for
the
help
pieces
never
together.
hurts.
It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right.
Wait.
Miradole's hairs.
Her hairs.
Yeah, hairs for the future.
Oh,
She shows us
heirs.
now, so we can help
But
out the
wait a
hideaway
minute.
when we're older.
Isn't the gear piece not being used? What was the purpose of it?
With a little more help from Miss Miradole and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Yeah, why did the gear not go anywhere? I would have thought it would have went in the middle.
Never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
I don't think it was needed for some reason. I don't know, I'm just as confused, guys. Alright, I would say let's leave it here, but really it's just return to finish the side quest, so we'll take the time to finish the side quest at least. At least have one of them out of the way. It won't take too much longer. Now, if she asks for something else, I'll be like, sure, next episode. But if we can finish the side quest, why not, right?
There's a storm coming, Sid. Will there be thunder?
Well, did you solve the mystery?
I
It
did.
was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Dismembered
Have my
them.
head.
Oh, don't
Thankfully, she
worry.
won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I know, I
So
like
sorry,
that.
Sid. I know how busy you are.
Oh, I
Just see
enjoyed
that the
it.
Children are properly punished.
No, don't
Please,
punish
there's no
them.
need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing.
She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I like that.
Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
I wouldn't doubt it.
It isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war,
that makes sense.
A bitter pill, one she was none too keen to swallow.
And so she's saying no to that.
She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
I mean, okay. So war can bring hope to the side that's winning, especially if they're oppressed or something like that, but...
You've given them far more than that, and I'm sure they're very grateful.
I think they were, although very confused why stuff was left. A cog piece, but... okay, that wasn't too bad for experience, for doing almost nothing. Alright, and I believe we will leave it here for this episode. So when we come back, we'll figure out what the rest of the side quests are around the place. When we get to one that we can't do until after we've traveled, we'll travel to the place, hopefully opening everything back up, then come back, finish everything, etc., etc. But I mean, we're going to have to anyway because the hunt board. But until then, remember, keep gaming. Never give up. And someone might want to tell Dora that we took her map. She may or may not want it back.